Hello, and welcome to The Explainer. This is where we break down big, complex topics into clear, simple presentations. And today, we are talking about something you think about every single day, but maybe not in the way you should. We're talking about your mouth.
So let's just dive right in with a question that, I know, it sounds a little shocking. But honestly, it gets right to the heart of what we're going to explore. Is it possible that a product you bought specifically to improve your health could actually be doing the exact opposite?
Now, this pretty startling claim comes from a functional dentist, Dr. Mark Bhenna, and it really challenges decades of what we've been told is good oral care. It suggests that our common habits, the things we do every day, might be based on a huge misunderstanding of what a healthy mouth even is.
All right, so to really get to the bottom of this, here's our game plan. First, we're going to uncover the hidden dangers lurking in your mouth. Then, we'll expose some surprising villains that might be hiding in your bathroom cabinet. After that, we'll meet your mouth's unseen army of allies. And finally, we'll walk through a totally new routine to help you take back control.
Let's kick things off with the core problem here. You see, since way back in the 1800s, medicine has kind of treated the mouth like it's its own separate thing, disconnected from the rest of the body. And according to the experts we're looking at today, this one mistake has had some really serious, even fatal consequences. So think of your gums like the radiator in your car. The tissue is just packed with tiny blood vessels that are incredibly close to the surface. So any inflammation, any bleeding, that spitting pink in the sink that we're all taught is normal, well, it's not. It's a leak. It's a breach in the wall, giving bacteria a superhighway straight into your entire system. And the fallout from that bacterial superhighway, it's just staggering. Researchers are now drawing direct lines between poor oral health and at least 7 of the 10 major chronic diseases. We're talking Alzheimer's, heart disease, diabetes. This isn't some small random connection. It is a central pathway for inflammation and disease throughout your whole body.
Okay, take Alzheimer's. This just turns everything we thought we knew on its head. For years, the thinking was that amyloid plaque caused the disease. But some researchers now believe it's actually a symptom. It's the brain's defense mechanism, a reaction to a chronic, low-grade infection from a bug like P. gingivalis, an infection that started all the way back in the mouth.
So, if our mouths are this important, this vulnerable, what about all those products we trust to protect them? Are they really helping us? Or could they actually be villains in disguise?
This is where the conventional wisdom really gets flipped upside down. You see that bottle promising to kill 99% of germs, and you think, great, that's what I want. But what you're actually doing is carpet bombing a very delicate ecosystem. You're wiping out the good guys right along with the bad.
And get this, here is the most critical piece of collateral damage. Your body needs specific bacteria, especially on your tongue, to produce something called nitric oxide. It's a vital gas that helps relax your blood vessels and lower your blood pressure. Antiseptic mouthwash completely wipes out those bacteria, severing a critical link to your cardiovascular health.
And hey, it's not just the mouthwash. A lot of popular toothpaste have ingredients that create what's called dysbiosis, basically an imbalance in your mouth. You've got surfactants like SLS, which act like a detergent, just breaking down cell walls left and right. And then you have fluoride, which is described as a powerful antibacterial that disrupts not just your oral microbiome, but your guts too.
I mean, Dr. Bhenna's assessment is pretty stark. He suggests that the harm from these disruptive ingredients can totally outweigh any of the benefits. He actually argues that just flossing and brushing with plain water is often a much better choice than using a product that wages war on your body's own natural defenses.
Okay, so if the goal isn't to just kill all the germs, what are we supposed to be doing instead? Well, the answer lies in supporting this incredible ecosystem that's already there to protect you. So let's meet the hero of this whole story, your oral microbiome. This isn't some infection that needs to be sterilized. It's a complex, living community. Think of it as your body's first line of defense. It seeds your gut, it helps you digest your food, and it protects you from dangerous pathogens.
And when this unseen army gets out of balance, it sends out some really clear warning signs. Things like bad breath, cavities, those bleeding gums. These aren't just little annoyances. They are symptoms of dysbiosis. They're signs that your ecosystem is in trouble.
And if you're thinking, well, this must be a rare problem, think again. The data from the source is pretty shocking.
An incredible 69% of U.S. adults over 40 have some level of gum disease. This just goes to show that this imbalance, this dysbiosis, has basically become the norm, not the exception.
Let's just come back to this for a second, because it is so important. Your tongue has a superpower. It is home to bacteria that take nitrates from the food you eat, like spinach or arugula, and turn them into life-sustaining nitric oxide. Antiseptic mouthwash is the kryptonite here. It completely shuts that whole process down, breaking the chain. All right, so here's the good news. Fixing all this doesn't mean you have to go out and buy a bunch of expensive new stuff. According to Dr. Bhenna, it's mostly about subtracting what's harmful and adding in a few simple and often totally free new habits. So this new approach works with your body, not against it. You start by flossing first, to clear out all the debris. Then you brush gently. The goal isn't to scrub, it's to massage your gums and just disorganize the biofilm. Then you scrape your tongue to help all those good nitric oxide-producing bacteria do their job. And finally, after a meal, you can chew xylitol gum. It's so clever. It disables the bad, cavity-causing bacteria without actually killing them.
So when you boil it all down, it's about this massive shift in your mindset. We need to stop thinking of ourselves as soldiers waging a chemical war in our mouths. The goal isn't to sterilize, it's to cultivate. The goal is to become a gardener, to grow a balanced, healthy, and protective ecosystem.
As we wrap up, it's pretty clear that the mouth is so much more than just a smile. It's the gateway to your overall health. So the only real question left is, what's the first small change you're going to make? Are you going to ditch the mouthwash? Maybe start scraping your tongue? Because from this perspective, true health really does start right here.